Hello and welcome into another episode of the Mitch McVey Show. Today we're joined by special guests Andy, Ramirez, and Zack Glasgow. We're going to have a special edition today of the Mitch McVey Show. It's going to be the bowl prediction episode. So strap in and be ready to have your mind blown. We're going to start off with the Cotton Bowl. 10-2 Texas A&M against 10-2 Oklahoma. Andy, your thoughts?
Johnny Manziel bringing it home, tearing apart that defense. Oklahoma's weak on D.
Zach?
Manziel, fresh off a Heisman. Sorry, Manti Taylor, you're not going to win.
No, it's Manti
but
Taylor.
Manziel, fresh off the Heisman, getting it done.
I mean, I'm also going to go with the Texas A&M offense overpowering Oklahoma. Big 12 and SEC, it's a big
Terrible
jump.
defense. Terrible.
As we can see right here, Aggies all the way, baby. Next, we got the Fiesta Bowl. 11-1 Oregon versus 11-1 Kansas State. Ramirez.
Oregon, 250-plus rushing yards, I'm predicting. And they're going to get it done.
I'm going to agree with Andy here. Oregon, high-powered offense, getting it done.
I mean, I'll go against both of you right here. I'm going to go with Kansas State. Colin Klein, he's put in a big career. I think he's going to go out on top, finish this off in the Fiesta Bowl. I know you'd have liked it to be the national championship, but, I mean, Colin Klein getting things done. Wildcats rolling. Next, the Sugar Bowl. 11-1 Florida against 10-2 Louisville.
Florida big, no competition.
SEC's too high-powered. Florida by 20.
That's the clean
At least.
sweep here. Florida, I think, was good enough to play in the national championship game, in my opinion.
That's cool.
So,
I don't think
Louisville out of the Big East, it's not going to happen. Our next game on the docket is the surprise pick of NIU, 12-1, making the Orange Bowl. They'll take on the Florida State Seminoles at 11-2. Ramirez, your thoughts?
My boy Jordan Lynch is going to keep him in the game, but overall, Florida State's just way too talented. Going to pull away in the end. But it's going to be a close game.
NIU, no disrespect here, but you don't deserve to be in it. Florida State just destroys them. Not even close.
Jordan Lynch is going to keep it close.
I mean,
No.
You're sounding like a little bit of Herb Street here, Glasgow.
Hey, I mean, no disrespect, but no, you don't deserve to be there. Sorry.
Big shout out to my boy Nobies, but
yeah, sorry, dude. Well,
you're-
your snapback, but it ain't happening. It's
nah,
not going to. Sorry, dude.
no chance. Florida State, not happening. EJ Manuel
Yep.
bringing it home. Seminoles rolling. The dismal Rose Bowl, looking at 8-5. I repeat that, 8-5 Wisconsin
Handsome.
Badgers taking on the 11-2 Stanford Cardinals. Ramirez, your take on this
Stanford
one?
defense going to shut down the Wisconsin running game. They don't really have a passing game. And the Stanford running game is going to do work. Stanford big.
I also say Stanford big. Wisconsin, it's going to be flustered off their coach leaving. They're just not going to be able to get it done. It's not going to happen.
I'm going to tend to disagree with him here. I think Wisconsin played under their potential level all season. I mean, Barry Alvarez stepping back up. You know, he used to play a big role in this team, so I look for him to have the Badgers where they need to be. And Monty Ball, been a great back his whole career. He's not going to let the Badgers go out on a loss. He's not ending his career that way. But the next game we're looking at is the Outback Bowl. 10-2 South Carolina against 8-4 Michigan.
South Carolina.
Hey, that's all you need
gotta
right
say, South
there.
Carolina.
Cox, Spurrier's going to have them ready.
Michigan State's been underperforming all year, too.
It's Michigan in this game, but shout out to my friend Andy's here,
Michigan?
sister. She's gonna be a
Michigan
Wolverine next
commit.
year.
Michigan commit.
Wolverine commit on the softball team,
Yep.
but they really don't stand a chance. They haven't really been utilizing
Sorry,
an
Denard.
injured Denard Robinson, and they're gonna get smoked here. Even though Lattimore's out, I still don't think
Michigan
Spurrier
has
and
been
the
playing better.
Gamecocks are gonna have an issue.
They've been playing better
handling-
with Gardner at quarterback.
handling Michigan.
Yeah.
Next bowl, the Capital One Bowl. 11-2 Georgia coming off a tough loss against Alabama against 10-3 Nebraska coming off a really
Tougher
ugly loss
Tougher loss.
from Wisconsin.
I think this one's going to be uglier. Well, I don't think it can be uglier, but Georgia will beat them really bad.
Yeah. Georgia's defense is just going to tear them apart. Andy Murray.
I mean, I really like Taylor Martinez and Rex
Not a good
Burkhead
passer.
and all,
Not a good
but
passer.
it's the SEC. I mean, it's not going to happen.
Bulldogs.
Sorry, Bulldogs
That's what it is.
rolling. Let's go, Dogs. Next game, the Chick-fil-A Bowl. 10-2 LSU against 10-2 Clemson. Really good one here.
LSU's defense is going to shut them down. Going with
I'm
LSU.
going to disagree here. Clemson's offense is high-powered. Boyd and Watkins getting it done. Go
Yeah, I'm
Tigers.
going to also say this is going to be the first loss for the SEC, possibly the only loss in these bowl games. They're represented extremely well, but Clemson, Taj Boyd, Sammy Watkins, the run game with DeAndre Hopkins, I think they get it done. So Clemson in this one. Our next game, kind of an underachievers bowl here, the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, featuring 7-5 Texas Christian Horned Frogs against 6-6. Yeah, that's 500 Michigan State Spartans.
Michigan State hasn't been playing well all year. TCU's going to win it.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really even care about this game very much. I mean, it's the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl, but I'm going to say TCU because I like TCU better. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm going to go for Michigan State here, Big Ten, rolling, hopefully. Bell's a big dominating back. Just feed the big man. Keep feeding him.
B-Dubs does sound pretty good right now, though.
And B-Dubs does sound wonderful. He proves a good point here. The next game, really, it's a good game. Crappy name. The Bridgepoint Education Holiday Bowl.
Sounds like a basketball
Let me
tournament
repeat that
I was in
again.
4th grade.
The Bridgepoint Education Holiday Bowl, featuring 7-5 Baylor against 9-4 UCLA.
Baylor's winning it. Baylor will win it. That's all I have to say.
UCLA, defense. Baylor doesn't play any defense. There's high-powered offense. UCLA can shut them down.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go, just looking at the record, I'm going to go with UCLA here. UCLA, I mean, they were a real shocker this year, hanging on.
They play well.
They almost got a bid in the Rose Bowl if they could have held on and beat Stanford, but I think UCLA, the Bruins, are going to get the job done this time. Maybe Shabazz Muhammad will come out, play a little running back. We'll see how it shakes
I would
out.
have said tight end, but
Jump ball in the end zone wide out.
The next bowl on the docket is the Mako Bowl Las Vegas, featuring a 7-5 Washington Huskies team against a 10-2 Boise State team.
Washington. Boise will not win a bowl without Kellen Moore.
Peterson's going to have them ready. Boise.
I'm
Get ready for some tricks.
Washington.
I don't think the running back from Boise is going to propose to his girlfriend this year.
Yeah.
I also
you never
don't
know.
think
You
Boise
never know.
State's going to win.
He wouldn't propose after a loss.
I'll take that.
I'm going with Washington. I like the quarterback Price a lot. I like things he can do. If you've never seen him play, watch this game. You'll
Nate Robb's
See,
the only
he's,
good thing that came out of Washington anyways.
see he's really talented.
And Brandon Roy, I guess.
And finally, drum roll please, the biggest game of them all, the granddaddy of them all, the BCS National Championship game. 12-1 Alabama Crimson Tide against 12-0
Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame Fighting
Roll Tide.
Irish.
Roll Tide.
Ramirez,
Notre
your
Dame.
thoughts?
Roll
Everett
Tide.
Golson, mobile quarterback. They couldn't deal with Manziel. He's not as good as Manziel, but he's been maturing, playing better each and every week. He'll cause them problems. And then the run defense for Notre Dame's going to keep up, making McCarron pass, which I don't think they could rely on McCarron's arm. That might cause another problem for them, so I think Notre Dame's secondary will play well. And then, because of fate, Notre Dame will win it. They will. You heard it here.
Roll Tide.
I'm kind of up in the air on this one. Bama's been there. Saban's going to have them ready for it. Their defense is just terrific. But it is a Cinderella season for Notre Dame. Manti Te'o,
It's fate.
he's not going to win the Heisman.
Coming fresh
but
off a Heisman
everything
win,
that's
too.
happened, they're going to get it done. Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Lou Holtz.
Like I said on yesterday's show, if you've been watching, I hope the Alabama Crimson Tide lose every single
Roll Tide.
game they play. Every single time they step on the field.
Yep.
Nick Saban, he's a horrible person in my mind. I never met the guy, but I mean, I
Roll
really
Tide.
just don't like him.
Bear Bryant.
And I don't see how they can keep winning national championship games with less than mediocre quarterbacks. I mean, John Parker Wilson,
Two-a-days.
Greg McElroy,
Telling you.
AJ McCarron's just
Nope.
another guy in that mold.
Notre Dame's run defense plays good. Game over.
And
Game
also,
over.
adding on that, Eddie Lacy is no Trent Richardson, and he's definitely not Mark Ingram. So I'm taking, even though they're undefeated, it's probably the upset. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Manti Te'o coming off of a terrific season, stellar, dealing with the personal loss of his grandma and his girlfriend.
Stuff.
I mean, it's tough. I don't think he's going to win the Heisman. Sorry, Manti. No offense to you. And Notre Dame's going to win in this one. So that wraps up our bowl
Roll Tide.
bowl selection show, I
Give me a
guess.
shout out on Twitter, Manti. I
So
tweet at you a lot. You never respond.
I'd like to thank special guests today, Andy Ramirez and Zack Glasgow. Thanks for tuning in. keep joining me every day this week. I'm thinking about keeping on doing this. Thank you for all the support, and have a great night.